Whereas it seems that Caroline Flack has not even received a phone call, has completely been abandoned by them allegedly from all these ITV insiders that are sending in these reports, and now she's apparently hit rock bottom, and this is crazy. And I find this to be very interesting, but it seems that a lot is now coming out, and I do feel like this entire situation has blown out of proportion to an extent. But because we don't know what happened in private doors, we can't go off that completely, because that is going to be hearsay, regardless of whether people say that in domestic situations where they end up defending their abuser, they end up defending their enablers. Yes, that is a common occurrence, but because this took place in private, this all becomes hearsay, and we don't know that for fact. So that could be causal, it's not correlational. Although it's correlational, sorry, it's not a cause, sorry. But at the same time, he's defending her, and I do feel like to an extent this has been blown out of proportion. Whereas we have here where they have a row, and both of the parties are said that it's completely fine right now. We can't really go on hearsay of, oh, this is what people would do in domestic situations, because although that is very true and that can happen, and it definitely does happen, we don't know it here for fact because it's a private situation, and it's completely gone on and settled between them both. Caroline has not been guaranteed to get her job back if she is even cleared, but one angry ITV insider said that she hasn't been found guilty of any crime. She's determined to clear her name, and her boyfriend has stood by her, and she said she has been subject to lies. Does ITV not have a duty of care towards her? This is a strong woman, but she's never felt as low as she has at this moment. It's like her whole career has been taken from her. Sources reveal Caroline has not been given emotional or practical support by ITV since the bust up with Lewis at her home in Islington, North London. Another insider said she hasn't even had a phone call from ITV. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hope you guys are doing well today. Coming at you with breaking news. I can confirm that Caroline Flack has unfortunately passed away, and it was by suicide. This is very distressing news, very distressing indeed. I don't really know how to start this video or how to end it. I don't feel like I need to do an intro or tell people to subscribe or listen to the podcast. I don't feel like I need to be doing that when it comes to videos like this. I feel like there really isn't a construct for how I should handle this video. A lot of you guys were, alerting me. I was on a plane, which is why I wasn't able to come so quickly with these videos. Obviously when something happens, I'm there very quickly, but if I'm not, obviously I am busy or occupied or physically unable to do videos. So when I did land back in London, my phone, it literally was going crazy, notifications left, right and center, with the unfortunate news that Caroline Flack has passed away. And I think this was just something that nobody really saw coming, and just very shocking indeed. And now immediately, the discussion arises of who is to blame for this particular situation. Is it Love Island? Is it the Twitter trolls? Is it social media? I don't know if Love Island, I would say, is to blame directly, because they put the people on the platforms. It's just the trolls, the people who send death threats, the people who do the absolute most, people like Piers Morgan who attack people. Even Meghan Markle is trending literally nearly #1 because of the amount of stress that she has gone through herself. I feel like there wasn't enough support for her via ITV or just via in general. Like, I wouldn't say, she was this perfect angel or so forth. Nobody really is, but at the same time, it's like I did feel that a lot was going on for her, which is why I posted that little clip in the beginning of this video, just trying to explain that I felt like it's always very good that when you come up and when you report stuff, you have to come with both perspectives. You're disgusting and very sad that 3 people now associated with the show have now passed away. So is the show to blame? Is the show to blame? If you say yes, you could say, well, somebody died by the Jeremy Kyle show. That show's been cancelled. So why isn't this one? But then the other perspective is, should Love Island be responsible when they aren't the ones who are literally, they aren't the trolls or the people sending death threats or the people, casting people out like 24/7 like Piers Morgan and stuff. This is why I went so hard for you one day. This is why I went so hard for Amber. This is why I went so hard for Sharif. And this is why I went so hard for Mike. Because, everybody can cuss somebody out. Everybody can laugh at somebody, find somebody annoying, call them this, but when it becomes persistent, when it becomes constant, when it becomes 24/7, a reoccurring pattern or theme where somebody is doing it literally every day until like a month, 2 months have gone by, like it's a habit, like you feel like, then it becomes very weird, and then it becomes an issue. And this was going on with you one day. This was going on with Mike, which I obviously expressed in my podcast. This was definitely going on with Sharif, especially his departure with ITV was a whole different situation. And you see these snowball effects that go on. So when it comes to the Caroline situation, I knew that although I was documenting the situation, that I felt like a lot was going on here. She was getting brands, cancellations left, right and center, and I felt like it was just a lot, like it was just too much. And I'm glad that I expressed that, because here are the results, and this is what happens. And it's just absolutely disgusting, because not only do people not want to give people time to rest, they have passed away, or give the family peace, then the immediate conversation comes of who is to blame and so forth. And I find this very interesting. There was a tweet that I saw, and I wanted to just read it out. "You are allowed to be shocked and sad that Caroline Flack is dead, and take the abuse allegations seriously. and think that the way the tabloids hound and harass people is inhumane. You don't have to try to simplify what isn't simple. You don't have to try and simplify what is not simple, because simply you cannot do it. You will just struggle. You know, the abuse allegation should still be taken seriously, irrespective of whether she's alive or not, point blank period, because it's disgusting allegations. But at the same time, somebody has passed, and it's also, you know, you have to be respectful, but also the UK kind of media, The Sun and so forth, they are very, very on you, very abusive, and Meghan Markle is a direct example, which has been going on for so damn long. This is just the press in general, in the US and the UK especially. Britney Spears is one example, but when it's 24/7, they hound on you, hound on you, hound on you. They don't bring different perspectives, they don't bring different balanced ideas. It's just a very grotesque situation. I know that a lot of you guys are waiting for my opinion and my take on it, but obviously, as I said, I was on a plane. I just landed back in London, and that plane ride was horrible, but still, I just landed back in London, so evidently, you know, there was a late kind of video for this to an extent, distressing how nobody saw it coming. I was convinced that Caroline Flack would return for the summer season. I actually wanted her to return for the summer season because she was just, you know, weirdly interesting, and it's just, she was associated to the show. As I've said, that we conditioned ourselves to associate with her, but it looks like Laura Whitmore will probably go forth and be the permanent presenter for this particular show. And are they going to call it off? I don't think ITV will call off Love Island. Number one, because I don't think they're entirely responsible or held accountable. I feel like social media accounts, Twitter and Instagram, they should put more regulations, most definitely. And also, I feel like people who send, the fact that people have time to send death threats, I don't know who does that. Death threats and go to that particular point, it's just crazy. But I feel like, I don't even know, I wonder how Caroline Flack's ex is doing, the one who came out with the abuse allegations, said that this person was this and that. The confliction of emotions that you feel when somebody has passed, you feel sorry for them and upset for them, but when that person has personally abused you as well, you don't know how to feel. It's such a tornado. It's such a tornado. You can't simplify what isn't simple. And if you attempt to simplify what isn't simple, you're only going to face conflictions within your mind. It's just a very terrible situation. And this is why I go so hard for certain islanders or certain people when it comes to public platforms, because I see the persistency, the reoccurring pattern, the theme. It digs deeper. It gets worse and worse and worse. People are still doing it months. Not a week or like, you know, a half a week or whatever, but months on, and it becomes quite scary. This Caroline Flack situation, I'm sorry, I did not see this coming. I had no idea this would take place. Like, just to think, like less than 6 months ago, she was on top of right here, and look what's happened now. Life is mad, like guys. Life is absolutely mad. When I tell you life is absolutely mad, best believe I know that life is absolutely mad. The way I could just let you guys know that I know life is mad. It's absolutely mad. And it comes at you very fast and you don't even see it, but that is life. And it's just, yeah, I don't even know how to end this video. I don't know where Love Island is gonna go from here. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's gonna be a very bitter final as well. Announcing the final, everybody's cheering, but the ex-host, he was literally the host for this entire Love Island, this whole situation has now passed away. It's just weird, very weird. Let me know what your thoughts are. Subscribe if you guys want to, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.